Yorkshire's party was ruined just a little bit as they slipped to their first defeat since last losing an LV County Championship match against Middlesex at Lords at the end of April last year. At the home of cricket this time out, Middlesex declared on their overnight 573 for 8, leaving Toby Rowland-Jones to reflect on his 103 not out. It was to be another tremendous day for him, even though Alex Lees and Adam Lyth initially made steady progress first thing as they set off after a target of 381. But then they lost 2 wickets with a total on 28. James Harris, in his first over of the innings, had Lyth edging behind to John Simpson after making 14. And the same pair combined again 2 balls later as Gary Balance completed a pair in a game he would have rather have forgotten had it not been for the fact that his side had won the title on day 1 and now waited to lift the trophy at the end of this day, whatever the outcome. Yorkshire have done their very best to remain professional throughout this contest in spite of a few celebrations at the end of the first day, the title having been confirmed for the second year running, but it can't have been easy for them to give 100% ball after ball. A very proud bunch of players, they would have not wanted to lose their unbeaten run, which dates back a long way, and so Lees and Gale batted as hard as they could through the rest of the morning session, in which they carried the total up to 78 for 2, Lees dominating the scoring at this stage. 14 more runs have been added in the afternoon when Neil Dexter trapped Gale in front for 17. It was to be the former Middlesex captain's last wicket for the county at Lords, and it was one which started the kind of collapse that the champions have been inflicting on so many other teams over the last couple of seasons. Buoyed by his extraordinary efforts with the bat on the previous evening, Rowland-Jones now took over with the ball, starting with a wicket of Lees for 62 as he edged to Derby Milan, the batsman heading back to the pavilion with the total reading 106 for 4. 2 more wickets in 2 balls from Rowland-Jones then reduced the visitors to 111 for 6. Jack Leaning, having a rather lean end to the summer, gave Sam Robson some catching practice in the slips. While straight away, Andrew Hodd received a brute of a ball from Rowland-Jones that he did well to nick behind. Rowland-Jones and his teammates were running through Yorkshire now, with some scenes which may give 1 or 2 teams something to grab hold of ahead of next season. Rowland-Jones was delivering a quite brilliant spell. Tim Bresden was the next to go in the very next over. Harris with his 69th wicket of what has been an exceptional championship campaign for the Welshman. From 106 for 3 before the loss of Lees, Yorkshire had slumped to 115 for 7 in the space of 7 overs, and it was about to get a lot worse for them too. The terrific turnaround in this match, remember Middlesex were 0 for 3 after 1 over of this contest, continued when Rowland-Jones grabbed his 3rd wicket in the space of 7 deliveries and his 4th of the innings from the pavilion end. James Middlebrook, the 3rd man out for a duck, Milan with a safe pair of hands again. And Rowland-Jones was in the thick of things again in his next over. Jack Brooks, the latest to have an edge well held in a pack-slip cordon. It gave the bowler the 12th 5-wicket haul of his career, an exceptional return from 65 first-class matches. And the game was all over exactly 72 hours after Yorkshire had claimed the title, as at 6 minutes past 3, Stephen Patterson was bowled by Tim Murtagh. Yorkshire were all out for just 134, a first innings lead of 193 runs, ending with a defeat by 246. Yorkshire's first loss in 26 championship matches. Yorkshire's disappointments didn't last too long though, as Gale lifted the trophy in front of the famous pavilion at the home of cricket, and the celebrations had at last begun in earnest. Our congratulations go out to all concerned with the White Rose County. Well done to Middlesex too. They took 19 points for their win here to the Champions 5, and that has given them every chance of finishing the season as runners-up. They now have a 24-point advantage over Nottinghamshire, who do have a game in hand at Warwickshire next week.